Okay, so in human design, we have split definition, right? In human design, we have split definition, and it's multiple definitions. So split, triple, single, quad, and a quad definition. Quad definitions need groups of people, usually organizations, or just they're always hanging around big groups of people because their circuitry is so broken up in their human design, right? And I've talked about human design on this channel plenty of times, but yeah, that's one of the things. Rarely do I talk about the definitions. I think I've talked about them one time, and that was like years ago, like 3 or 4 years ago. Don't have that same audience anymore. So yeah, then you have the triple definition, which operate like the quad definition, except the groups don't have to be so big to connect their circuitry inside their human design, to make them feel whole, welcomed, and inside a community to make them feel like they matter. Then there's the so triple definitions can definitely just get away with just being in a group. Now split definition, like me, can get away with just having one other partner in their lifetime. And the good thing, or the rare thing that I would say about split definitions, is that sometimes they don't need a partner at all. They just need a good transit. Because with split definitions, sometimes it can be like literally just one or two um one or two like open spaces that keep your energy from flowing through to the throat chakra. And that flow to the throat chakra doesn't always mean speaking a lot. No. The flow to the throat chakra is literally just completion of energy. And it's just a lot better to complete your energy, right? Than to leave it in some chakra centers stagnant or unable to express itself. So that's the important part about the throat chakra, is that there is energy that can express itself on the physical plane, and it doesn't lead to overloading, overburden, stress on either other people, on your physical body, or on the outside world that you interact with. So we want all energy flowing through, like from all the way from the root to the throat chakra, the G center to the throat chakra. We want our energy not just to well up inside of us, but have the ability to express itself, and have the ability for you to have the words to communicate how the energy you're feeling needs to be expressed. So, and then we have single definition, right? We have single definition, which are people that are just, they're able to express their energy. Like it comes very natural to them. They know what to do to get there. Transits help them out, but transits aren't necessary to their development, really. Not in the sense of like a split or a triple or a quad that like they need perspective. You know what I'm saying? They need mirrors, people to mirror back to them. They need interaction. This is very important to the growth. Need. You know? Single definitions can have, but they don't need. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be a not self single definition in order to be like, I need community, I need this group, I need this person, I need, like I need to be the best at work or something like that for other people. Like, no, single definition don't need all that. Single definition needs themselves. They need themselves to realize some things. They yeah. So pretty much they got the full circuitry. They got it going on. They just need to go into their zone. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need to be in their zone. So yeah, I was thinking, I remembered that I'm a split definition. So I could get through to the world with like one other person, I'd be fine. To just like have talks with or something like that. Um and then most of the time I do begin with people that are triple or quad definitions. And let me tell you why those be some awful relationships, because triple and quad definitions, because you're not a group of people, they will literally swallow like your entire personality. They will literally take your entire personality on, because that's what not self like triple and quad definitions do. Sometimes other split definitions do that as well. They'll take on your like entire personality and try to be you, you know? And really what that is that you're not enough. And that's basically their body or their spirit's way of saying, you know, in human design, that like, you're not enough. I will absorb your whole personality and then go out and absorb somebody else's. Like they need constant perspective from multiple other people because of all their splits, because of all the things that aren't connecting. They're supposed to be a part of a like huge channel of people. So understand when you're a split definition and you're not with another split definition, like you're with a triple or like a quad definition, understand that they are going to go out and seek multiple different people, because that's literally the only way. That's literally one of the only ways that they could become a single definition, which is the goal, the ability to express oneself. And that's the only way that they can really and truly fulfill that, is by being around in a bunch of other organizations, people, just like huge groups. Like they're not themselves when they're not like constantly absorbing multiple different energies. They need that as a part of their definition, because their definition is so broken up and separated that they cannot make connections, connect the dots, you know? So yeah. As a split definition, I've had people do that to me. And so they would try to, and they would get mad whenever a quad definition cannot successfully absorb someone. They do get absolutely mad and angry. I've had multiple like exes that would get mad and angry at me, and I believe a piece of that, because there are multiple things, but a piece of that is because they needed so much more than just me being there, right? They needed so much more than that. And this is with 9-0 relationships too. I want y'all to know that like I've been in some, the 9-0 is a whole perfect synastry thing that people think, oh, it's a perfect synastry because it's 9-0. You guys are totally eclipsed on each other, and it's not all the time a good thing, especially if somebody doesn't know how to handle the fact or cannot see the fact that they are being fulfilled. Some people can't see the fact that they're being fulfilled. Some people don't want to be fulfilled, right? And that's fair. Some people don't want to be fulfilled. They want to be around other people, and all of their life they want to figure it out, you know? They want to figure it out. Like you, the 9-0, creating the 9-0 with them was supposed to be in-game. You know, that was supposed to be an in-game thing. And you can confuse people. You can majorly confuse people like that. They're like, oh, this is the end game. Oh, you know. So having a 9-0 relationship, especially when you're in your 20s, will literally just confuse most of your partners. Because while you're fine with it because you're a split definition, you're a whole person. All you need is a transit. You know what I'm saying? All you need is a good transit. You'll be fine. At the expression of energy. But for them, it don't really work like that. It's hard for it to do that at a third and a quad. Almost impossible for a transit to completely express their energy. There's always gaps. Um, but yeah. So I just think about that really often as to why a person is like absorbent of energy but also like kind of like hateful of you at the same time because they want to fully absorb, you know what I'm saying, your energy. um and they and my energy was like they would, let's say, because I have the 59, right, the 59.5, so the other side of that is the 6. So if somebody has the 6 to the 59, that is like tribal communication. um like kind of like baby carrying communication, if you get what I mean. So those people will try to absorb, right, like your like sexuality, your sexual energy. They will try to literally absorb that because that whole channel is now open to them, and then they start acting like they're the attracting end, like they're the receiving end. I've had people do that too. um as far as like dating people, because I pull up their charts every time and then I just don't say anything. And I just don't say anything. And I just let it play out and I'm like, saw that coming, you know? Um so yeah, and they will think that they're the receiving unit. I've had exes definitely try to start like OF pages or try to show off on camera and things like that, and they weren't doing that before they got with me, but then when they got with me they were like, oh, they thought they could do it like me, and not only did they think they could do it like me, they thought they could do it better than me. I had to bust out laughing. I had to bust out laughing because it's like, you just got here, bro. Chill. You just got here. You need to chill. So yeah, that's actually the a funny part. You just got here. Now you trying to be me? Now you want to take my whole business? Like, it's crazy. And then they start taking on my energy and they start sitting down and they start relaxing, and then they don't want to have, jobs anymore. And then I would be the one to take it. Like, for me, I'm also a projector, right? So I will literally take somebody energy and I'd be like, this is how you supposed to operate this energy. And I take it and I'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause they're generators. They think they're a projector when they come to me and try to absorb my energy. So it's not only the split that they're trying to absorb, but they're trying to absorb the energy, like the projector energy. And it's wild because like you're a generator or a generator manifester. This world was literally made for you, and somehow you are always trying to navigate it in any other way but a generator manifester way. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're trying to act like a projector or a reflector, and it's like, how are you doing that? You got all that energy. That's why you're constantly, I be thinking like, that's why you constantly in some shit. Because like, like, that's what I be thinking. That's why you constantly in something. Um and in trouble because you not doing generator stuff. You out here trying to operate in somebody else energy. Trying to absorb and operate in somebody else energy. That's why you fucked up. you know? And I just know that they be getting mad when they leave me and they go somewhere else. They like, oh, I got the energy, so they get up and they go somewhere else to somebody else, and then lose all that energy. They be thinking that they're the receiver now, that they're the receiver, they're the appeal. People came to see them. Like, ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. Like, they think the people came to see them. They think they're the star. They absorb a little bit of my energy. Now they're an influencer. It be I'd be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? All you had to do was be the generator. Like, I met you when you had a 40 hour job. 40 hour job, like, or at least like part-time or whatever, like 35 to 40 hours. That's when I met you, and now you acting, trying to act like me. Like, that's wild weird. But yeah, y'all.